Art Inside the Park. What's it about, and why should a community get involved? Public art and the community participation that accompanies it contributes to the unique identity of a city, its businesses, its geography, and its classrooms. Public art offers visual appeal, ownership, pride, a sense of celebration and fun. It creates partnerships that contribute to the well-being of a community. This starts in the classroom and grows to captivate everyone's curiosity and participation by breaking down traditional barriers that make us feel we have no artistic ability. Public art builds our courage and gives us strength to see art in all things by mixing mediums. It allows us to use familiar techniques such as painting and sculpting and mix them with found objects, technology, music, and theater. In short, Art Inside the Park allows us to publicly express our inner artistic visions without judgment. There is no right or wrong in public art. It merely provides a means to communicate our thoughts on any subject.
This whole idea is to just reclaim the tree hugger, as a positive, life-affirming term, not an insult. I think very successful because so far we've had a really great response. People just seems like everybody wants one,
I've been very impressed with the hundreds of people I've talked to, and their reaction to these installations is one of open mind and appreciation for imagination and creativity. I've found practically no one who is judgmental and says this is good or that's bad.
This non-judgmental aspect of public art is what makes the concept of Art Inside the Park so appealing to schools. It provides an authentic, real-world setting that enhances student achievement. It is not going to a static museum where they're looking at pictures, probably by artists that aren't even alive. These are working, live artists that are interacting with the students. They get excited and want to know more about that particular medium, about that artist, and research in general. Special events such as Art Inside the Park provide mentoring relationship opportunities for schools with community leaders, parents, and other adults that are important in students' lives. Instructionally, our activities cross the curriculum and provide relevant teaching strategies for all content areas. The excitement of being in an out-of-classroom or a field trip experience carries back into the classroom. Math, science, history, reading and writing can all be addressed through public art activities. The very nature of Art Inside the Park lends itself to multiple intelligences, and this is key to addressing the needs of diverse learners.
I think with the little kids, the younger kids, it's there's much more of a sense of wonder in play. Wow, that's cool. And with the older kids, there's a little bit more questioning involved. It's sort of, the idea of intent becomes important. They kind of need to know the why behind everything. Whereas I think with some of the younger kids, they're very open to hearing about the why, but they're also really interested in sort of the how.
Anybody see the gate?
Yeah, I do.
Can somebody tell me where it is? Tell me where it is. Yeah. Sort of between those pieces?
I said key.
Oh, okay. Now here we have somebody over here who sees a
Key.
keyhole. Does everybody see the keyhole?
Yes.
That round thing with the slot at the bottom, right? Now why would I put a keyhole next to a gateway?
Because you need to.
Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Because you need to open the gate with the key.
There you go. Perfect. No trick questions here. You open a gate with a key, and what would go through the gate then?
A person.
A key could. A person could.
For me, the catalyst for public art begins in our classrooms. We need to encourage our youth to investigate and explore ideas and concepts in a safe way. We've selected the visual arts as our mode of communication. Communication is an essential aspect of every career choice. Our nonprofit visual arts school focuses on teens, and this was a great opportunity to not only have the students involved with exhibit, but bring in master artists, professional artists to our community, which is the main thrust of our program, bringing master artists into the community to work with teens. We needed leaders in the community to understand and appreciate this focus. So we invited them to the workshop, the studio, and we proved to them that the visual arts are for everybody. In one evening, they all produced bigwig art. We then in turn sold their artwork to benefit Art Inside the Park, and it became a joint venture. So we started working with graduate schools, inviting graduate students in, and with that established, other professional artists would look at our program and we would invite them, and they appreciated what we were trying to do in this community. I think the question opportunity that exists during Educators Day is invaluable. 15 artists are here from around the world to talk about their art, how they got to that point. The students are so excited.
What's kind of fun about it is that the wind actually will move them around, and the children who've been coming through the park are able to interact and play with them and get them moving. And also it plays off of the light coming through the trees and from the sky, also make them glimmer with the light.
I like to create work that is essentially something of beauty, and I'm using a fairly challenging medium in order to do that.
I'm hoping that they see waves across here, right across this creek. I'm hoping that they look at this stone and the steel in between and the wood that's on there and think about relationships. Relationships between materials, between individuals, just different kind of relationships.
As the artist expressed, their efforts are an attempt to build, educate, and sustain audiences to appreciate the benefits of contemporary visual art in the public realm. They pursue space to engage and challenge traditional assumptions about art and exhibition. Art Inside the Park is about learning to see and express ideas, thoughts, in a variety of ways that use all of our senses to better understand the message the artist is trying to communicate. Using this approach helps us learn to express ourselves more effectively. Learning to use a variety of mediums to express our thoughts helps build a stronger awareness of both differences and similarities within our community, so that we may be healthier and wiser in our interactions with others. To find out more about how your school, business, or whole community can participate in an Art Inside the Park event, or to receive lesson plans aligned to the Missouri Show Me Learning Standards, contact Atelier CMS Incorporated on the web at www.atelier-cms.com. And see you next fall for Art Inside the Park.
It's been a fantastic success, this whole process, and it really involved a lot of community participation.
So this is a gateway for ideas, and you open them with your imagination.
I think it's a really good thing because the artist is a conduit of reflective thinking, and it's time well spent for people to come together, and kind of like my bench says, I hope they'll grow in spirit by having been here.